To them, I'm right, you're right. Everybody come along, talk it on over, and we'll find out who's wrong. I'm wrong, you're wrong. Everybody sing this song, talk it on over.
So everybody remembers Peter Noreika was supposed to write a theme song for us. Well, you just heard part of it. We'll play the rest at the end.
Oh, we're starting?
Yeah, we're starting. And that's staying in.
Why don't you
I love
fucking
it.
tell me that we're going to start? You just started talking.
Hey, yo, we started a few minutes ago. Is that okay?
What
Can
was
I
that
tell
hey
you
yo thing? Are you in
retroactively?
blackface?
Hey, yo. I thought I was supposed to rap with Oddball or whatever. Am I? Did you ask me if I was in blackface? What the? That just registered. No, I'm not in blackface. I'm in black cock. Wait,
I don't doubt that.
That didn't sound right.
All right. So, yeah, as Anthony was saying, Peter Noreika had said that he was going to write us a theme song, and there you have it. The fucking man came through. And I think to quote Miley Cyrus, he came through like a wrecking ball. I try to.
That's always good. To quote Miley Cyrus.
Just real quick, I want to run through this as much as possible. So the album release date is August 25th. It's going to be available everywhere. It looks like I think I'm going to dedicate a whole page to him on the website. I just seen on Twitter not even an hour ago that he's talking about putting that album out on CD. So,
Oh wow!
I know that
Cool.
I'll buy one and you'll buy one, and our entire audience will come together and buy them out.
Buy one collectively. So that song, as of right now, is only available here, right now on this show, which I think is awesome. Just that's amazing.
You heard it here, folks.
It's right. We are the exclusive content provider for that song from Peter Noreika.
I think that is truly the only content we've ever put out.
We are officially content providers. That's right.
All right, so what do you want to get started on here? We're taking a little different approach this week. We put a shit show together last week, and all the shit that we had prepared, I think, is sitting in front of us now.
It's still prepared, yeah.
But
we didn't need it, so we're going to eat it now.
It is relevant.
This is always relevant.
So before we go start plucking down our fucking list,
Yeah.
I quit my job today, so that was cool.
That's always good, right?
You know, I was
I
thinking
wish
that
I had them kind of balls.
I was thinking I could just do not a tell-all type thing about everything, but I still can't tell where I used to work at.
You can do a tell-all without mentioning the name of the company.
I don't know that I'll.
Tell some.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to speak a little more freely than I have in the past, but I do have another quick story.
Okay.
Regarding the airlines, you know, I shared
perfect.
the one.
Yes.
I shared the one that was I flew to North Carolina for my initial job interview, and then 2 weeks, week and a half later, me, my wife, and daughter flew back to North Carolina after they had offered me a position, and you know the offer was contingent on my family liking the area, so we all piled in the car. All right, so because of my experience the previous time, I had convinced my wife that we needed to be there at the airport 3 hours before our flight took off.
Oh, okay.
So we were flying out of Chicago, out of O'Hare, which is about 3 hours from where I currently live.
Yeah.
So we rented a car, drove to Chicago the night before, stayed in a hotel, and then dropped the rental car off at the airport, and then got checked in through security.
Yeah.
Like I said, I told her we needed to be there 3 hours early, so we got there probably 2.5 hours before our flight was supposed to take off.
Yeah.
Keyword, supposed to. We got through security in about 18 minutes.
Everything went smooth as hell.
So then the flight was delayed.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes. And then it was delayed again another 20 minutes. And then it was delayed a half hour. So we finally get on the flight. My wife's got a little apprehension about flying, so her nerves were shot.
Has she flown before?
Yeah, once, I think.
Okay.
A key piece of information on this, it was my wife's birthday on that day.
Oh. All right.
Generally, I provide her with a pretty shitty birthday because I'm not a good person. But I really topped it this year.
All right.
So
All right.
at this point, we had been sitting at the airport for about 4 hours. And they finally pull the plane up, and I think they call it deplane it. And then we get on, and we sit there for about a half hour, and we start taxiing, and then they stop. Then we sit there in the runway for about a half hour. Then the fucking cocksucking pilot comes over the thing and says that I'm sorry, folks, appears to be a mechanical problem. We will be back here shortly.
Oh,
and then,
God.
So we sat there for about another half hour, and then the little cocksmoker gets on again and says, it appears that we have a little issue that we're going to have him come out and take a look at again, but don't worry, no rush. And then that's, yeah, no rush, you motherfucker.
No rush.
So then he comes back on a little bit and tells us that we're not going to be able to fly this plane, and they're in the process of trying to find another one. You know, like they just got one in the fucking garage out back.
Nope, they're putting one together.
So we sat there for
my
another
God.
4 hours waiting for this fucking plane to show up to take us to our destination. So we were supposed to fly into North Carolina we were supposed to land at like 12:37 in the afternoon. We got there about 10:45 at night.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that blows, man. So that's a shitty way to start the trip.
Oh yeah, it started off pretty bad. She did very well though. She didn't hit me or anything inside the airport. That was nice.
She waited until you got back to the hotel.
It was an accident. I had it coming. She promised she wouldn't do it again.
You ran into the door, didn't you?
Yeah, and there's only so many times you can tell her that, hey, I threw you an airport-themed birthday party. Look at all these people that showed up.
Oh, you're such a nice guy.
And then,
that's fucking great.
yeah, I think there's a couple more stories that happened on that trip, but
You want to save those?
they're not coming to mind right now. You know, I just fucking woke up, so.
So your life is always so much more interesting than mine. You know what I did? I watched a little bit of TV and went to bed.
For the last 4 days?
Yep. That was the highlight of my life.
So do you make notes of things going on in your life that, you know what, I could maybe talk about this or?
No, I always think, oh, I'll remember this. Always, every time. And I absolutely know that I will never remember anything. Don't ask me why. I don't. Maybe just write it down. I don't know.
Going from the downloads of our last episode, it appears that nobody wants to hear us debate about chiropractors being a scam. Who knew?
Who knew? I don't think anybody wants to hear us debate about anything. I think since we changed our format, everything kind of got better.
I'm curious to see if we're gonna be able to recapture those people that were listening. You know, we had a really good following, and then it went to shit.
How does that work? We ruined it with one fucking show. We're always right on the edge. We're right on the edge of losing everybody. Well, if anything's gonna bring them back, it's monkey prostitutes.
Before we start that, which is funny, I wanted to address the guy on Twitter. I had an interaction with a guy on Twitter. It's do you have to say that when you talk about somebody on Twitter? Because everybody knows you have to put the at there. Whatever. JAESWIFT, J Swift. So this motherfucker tweets a lot, like every 3 minutes. And
3 minutes.
I'm not exaggerating. He tweets a lot, and I think that he's probably the wittiest person I've ever come across.
Really?
So much so that I had contemplated taking his ideas and putting it on our shirts.
Huh? Is that when you put something out on Twitter? Is there like an automatic copyright, or can you just take whatever you want?
I think you can probably take whatever you want, but the problem is that he follows me, so I would in turn market his ID to him.
Which would be even better. Get a lawyer, fucker. What are you gonna do? That's funny.
So I had made a comment here. So he had sent a tweet out that said something to the effect that, does anybody even have their notifications on when I tweet? Because he's referencing that he tweets so much.
Yeah.
And I made some witty type comment back to him, and he sent me a message
type?
that it made his day, and he ended up fucking donating $5 a month to our Patreon account.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Well, so the fucked up thing about it is I still don't know that he's ever heard the show. So he accounts
that's even
for
better.
I think he accounts for like 87% of our donations a month, and he's never listened to us talk.
I'm glad that you figured that percentage out. Saved me from having to do it. That's great. Well, thank you, Jay Swift. I appreciate it. Doug appreciates it. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm sure you appreciate it.
You just did.
I was walking it back a little bit, all right?
Did you hear this? I'm sure you've seen all over the news and shit about Donald Trump and the transgenders.
Yes, the transgenders. No
Not-
more transgenders.
So I don't know why he is trying to keep them from going into the Salvation Army to shop.
I know they can ring bells just the same as the fucking regular transgen. What do you call regular people? I guess when you say regular, is that offensive? Just the genders.
I seen a meme once that you just reminded me of, and it was a picture of 4 babies, and it was like all different races, and it said, we should love all kids equally, whether they're brown, black, yellow, or normal.
Is it bad that that's funny? I mean, seriously, is it bad that I think that that's fucking hilarious? Does that make me a bad person?
I don't think so at all. I think that it's funny. It's funny. It would, whatever. I'm not going to get into a debate on whatever.
On a show called Who's Right? Fair enough.
Yeah, so
shit.
if the people that are listening to this could see the list of things that we have decided we're going to talk about this week.
There's nobody right here. None of these people are right.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to do you got anything that happened since the last time that we recorded?
Nothing funny.
Everything's funny.
Everything's funny. No, just work drama, man. Work drama. Not funny.
I wish I could figure this shit out on
Figure what out?
just what makes people listen to this show. The peaks and valleys kind of flattened out there for, I don't know.
It was all peak.
Yeah,
it was all peak and no valley.
It was more of a plateau, but I was happy with where it was at, and then
Then we dropped a bad show, and
yeah, but how do they know that it's bad before? How do they know it's bad before they listen to it?
They told their friends. Everybody
Yeah.
told their friends, "Don't listen to this shit." and the show wasn't even that bad, right? I mean,
Yes, it was.
all we're doing is sitting here bad mouthing our own show. Oh shit! All right, it wasn't up to our normal standards. I don't think there was a fart joke in the whole show. It reminded me of the shows that we used to do when when
Right,
we very
the really
very
shitty
first
ones.
started. Yeah, exactly.
So I didn't think anything about it while we were doing it, because the conversation was somewhat interesting. I mean,
Sure.
it wasn't insightful, and nobody's going to learn anything from it. But
They're gonna learn that we're a bunch of idiots.
when
That's
I was
something.
sitting there listening to it, and I made a comment while we were recording, and then it dawned on me again. This world isn't complete shit, and there's so many things going on out there. We're taking people's lives up by debating about chiropractors. It's fucking mind blowing.
So I think it was last show. This is very important for my journalistic integrity. I think it was the last show I said that if you get a FOID card or get a medical marijuana card in Illinois, they take away your FOID card.
Yeah.
That is not true. That was fake news. And I fell into the trap. So I'd like to retract that statement. So if you're getting your news from me, first of all, you're a fucking idiot. Second of all, I was wrong and I retract that statement.
I think we've only been, I can't remember what it is now. I wish I could remember. But I think out of all the bullshit, we've only been corrected one time on the things that we've ever made up. And that was when Tasha Hand brought up the fact that the baby falling in the well happened 25 years ago.
Huh. Imagine that. I wonder how I was off by so much.
Those of you new to the show or have never listened before, it was about 2 months ago, we were just kind of doing different segments and stuff. Anthony had an idea that he wanted to read a news article as if it just happened, and he picked baby Jessica in Texas falling in the well. And we just tried to play it straight as if we were just reporting the news about something that everybody already knows, you know. And we got some comments on Facebook like, you idiots, that happened 25 years ago. And
fucking 25 years ago, you morons.
And I think we signed off that show with saying, and you know, prayers go out to baby Jessica. I hope she's okay and they get her out of there.
Oh my God. So did you hear about Terry Schiavo? She's in a coma, I guess.
I don't know who that is. She in a band? Was she
Nope.
lead singer Hole?
Yep. Oh God, never mind. If you don't know who that is, never mind. There's a stupid news story that happened a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So, did you hear about O.J. Simpson and the white Bronco police chase? All right, segment over. What else you got?
Fucking show killer.
Fuck you.
That's it, everybody.
That was the show. Hope you enjoyed it. So you want to read some of these Yahoo dealies? Yahoo Answers.
Yeah, so there was an idea that we had that was something along the lines of, you know, we did that Craigslist thing for a while and trying to help people connect. So we're taking a chance here that some of the people that write in questions on Yahoo Answers are also listeners of the show. We would like to help out.
Why wouldn't they be?
Well, I think we'd like to help out.
I would.
So it's like instead of Dear Abby, it's like Dear Doug and Anthony.
I think we should start that. If you got any questions, put them up on Facebook and we'll answer them for
I
you.
tried that with the voicemail. I wanted people to, and we did. We had a couple where, what would you do if you were born with two dicks? And the difference between animals and humans or whatever.
Oh God, yeah, that was a good
that
one.
was funny.
Yeah, funny.
All right. So I think what we'll do, because of course we didn't vet any of these, or we don't really have a premise for this fucking piece of shit show. So here's the first one. My son used to be a Christian, but since he dated a black girl, he's become a full-on atheist. What would you do in my situation?
What does it mean to be a full-on atheist? I'm not sure I know what that means. Atheism is like a yes or no, right? I'm fucking full-on.
You've never talked about somebody, and so I do that. Like, there's people in my mind that are Christian, and then there's people that are like super Christian.
Super Christian. They believe in a super Jesus.
Yeah, he can walk on water. No,
he can fly across water.
Why would he want to fly on a cross?
Can't really get off of the cross.
Look, I'm an airplane.
Look, I'm an airplane. Open your mouth. Here comes the Jesus. Oh boy.
Cool. New shirt idea.
perfect. Oh my God! All right, so what would you do? what do you think this person should do?
Oh, yeah. So you would think that I'd have an answer prepared.
Yeah, yep. I would think so.
What would you do?
So, touche. So I like one of the answers is it says I would suggest that you sit down with your son and have a heart-to-heart talk about the advantages of racial bigotry and discrimination.
The advantages of it?
That's what it says. I think that's funny.
You know, there are some advantages to being a racist bigot.
Are there? Are there really? Name 7.
No, I was just quoting the parent.
Oh, okay. So let's see here. I can't. I got nothing, man. No matter what I say, I'm gonna come off like a racist bigot. Oh shit.
All right, so moving on, I guess, because that didn't go.
I don't. What do you got? So, fuck. I got nothing, man. Without coming off horrible.
All right, so I'm just gonna go to the next one here.
All right.
What thickness does a woman prefer in a man? Coke can, Red Bull can, or smaller?
I have an answer for this. I've been married for a long time, so I can answer this with. I have no doubt in my mind that the smaller the penis, the better.
That's it? That's what you got?
Right? That's what I got. You ever seen those little cans of like V8?
Yeah, you're
little
still
tiny cans.
You're still way more girthy than what I'm compared to here.
All right, like a chapstick tube. So you turn the little base and your little lipstick turns out. I'm cracking myself up, man.
Turkey's done. Blink. The little red rocket's ready to fire.
Yeah, little red rocket. All right, what do you think? Coke can? What kind of woman could take a Coke can? I mean, seriously.
I think we both know the answer to that.
I wasn't even thinking that, but that's fucking perfect. How do we tie that in every time?
Sometimes it just falls right into place.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna have a Coke today. Oh fuck.
So I would imagine that the guy who wrote this, well, I don't know, it's from Africa, so maybe he's okay.
Why you gotta? God, you're fucking me all up.
I'm not making this up. It's what it says. But so it's just a different demographic than what we're used to dealing with, I think.
A different demographic.
But I would go with smaller. That's my answer, and I hope that helped you out. Whatever the fuck your name is.
I think we're in agreement. Yeah.
All right, this is the last one, and so far we have not provided any value to anybody. So if you're listening and you're the one that wrote these questions, we're sorry we couldn't help.
So I think we should add a new segment to the end of every show. We should apologize for our show at the end of every show.
I think we do enough apologizing during the show that we don't need to add. It'd just be filler.
More. I'm sorry for saying sorry. More fucking filler.
All right, this is the last question. My boyfriend asked if he could do anal on me, and I wasn't sure, but I agreed because he really wanted to. Neither of us had ever done it before. We were 15, and he put it in very quick, and it really hurt. I screamed, and it was awkward, and I was embarrassed. He's not told anyone, and he told me he was sorry, but it was so awkward. He wants to try again now. We're 16 now, but because he read online, it shouldn't hurt, but I'm scared. Can you do it without hurting? So this one's easy to address. Okay,
This one's easy to address.
First and foremost, what I want to take from this, the person that wrote this is 16, I presume is a female. It could be two guys, don't know.
Yep.
So the first thing I need to know is why the fuck are you listening to this show?
Yep. That's the most important thing here.
So the first thing that this person needs to work on is their grammar. It's horrible. I'm not at all impressed with their writing style. And secondly, stop doing this.
Stop doing this. Now, I have to ask you a personal question here.
It was my uncle, so it doesn't count.
Not that personal.
Okay.
Did you want to have anal sex when you were 15?
I didn't. I thought it was disgusting. And it hurt.
All right. And I was sure it would hurt me.
No, there's a lot of things at that age that I had no interest in at all, as compared to now.
Yeah. As compared to now. So that's what I'm thinking is that you're 15, your boyfriend's 15, whatever. When I was 15, what 15-year-olds are thinking, man, I want to stick it up her butt?
Yeah, the whole act of sex by itself at that age should be, in my opinion, too young to understand what it's about and all that, but I didn't think that then, of course.
Yeah.
But it should all be new and fresh and not butt sex.
Like, I'm bored with the vagina. I need to stick it up her butt. Not butt sex. Yeah, you got to save butt sex for when you're old and jaded.
I would say that her boyfriend is probably on his way to becoming one of them transgenders.
Did you say Bruce Jenner's?
Transgender.
Oh, transgender. Okay.
You know, one of the gay fags. No,
Yeah. Oh, you think you can just say whatever you want now? You're really taking this show down into the fucking gutter. Them gay fags.
No, homo fag. That's right.
All right, so homo fag. So if you're listening, don't do it.
Yeah,
And if he told you that he didn't tell anybody, he's fucking lying.
I threw it in her butt.
Oh God, that's great.
All right. So I hope we helped.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Do you want to talk about this prostitution bust?
Yeah. First, I just want to read that headline of this article.
I want to read the whole fucking article on here.
This is oh yeah, me too. It's fucking great. So just the headline is conclusive proof that there is no God and humans are essentially evil. So of course, with a title like that, you know that we're talking about monkey prostitutes. I mean, what else would we be talking about, right? So this says Pony is an orangutan from a prostitute village in Borneo.
Oh, you missed the... See, I knew I should have fucking read this. You could fuck up a wet dream. There's a big 4-line paragraph in bold.
Yeah, but that's not funny.
But it sets up the fucking article.
No. Meet Pony. She is an orangutan from a small village in Borneo.
See, that's funny.
Meet Pony. She's an orangutan from a small village in Borneo where they cut down rainforests to render the palm oil that gets sold abroad to make lipstick and salt and ice cream and chocolates and cheese crackers.
And why didn't you want to do that?
I don't know. That took a lot out of me.
I bet your wife is like, what the fuck?
That's the best part. I was thinking that in my head as I was reading that. Oh, fuck. All right, now that I fucked up the intro, so Pony, which I don't know why they would call her Pony, but Pony is a orangutan that's a prostitute. Pony is an orangutan from a prostitute village in Borneo. We found her chained to a wall, lying on a mattress. She had been shaved all over her body. If a man walked near her, she would turn herself around, present herself, and start gyrating and going through the motions. That's about all you need to know. I don't think there's any... They could go on for, 30 pages, but is there really more to the story than that?
fuck.
my
Yes,
God.
the whole. I know they don't want to hear us read the whole article, but so
Yeah, the whole thing is great, man.
So I think this is an interview between a magazine and Michelle Desalets. It says that she is the director of the Borneo Orangutan Survival Foundation. I think that might be part of the Coalition for the Liberation of Itinerant Tree Dwellers.
Which, for those of you that don't know, is an offshoot of the Liberate Apes Before Imprisoning Apes movement. So,
All right, so the way this article goes. All right, so I'm going to play the part of Michelle.
okay.
Okay.
I'm going to be Vice. I've always wanted to be Vice. The article is from Vice.
Should I do it? Should I do it in my? Is Vice a legitimate thing?
It's a news magazine, I guess, or a
fake
internet.
news.
Yeah, it's fake. It's all
Fake ape news.
So wait, so are you Vice or am I Vice?
I'm going to be Michelle.
Okay, you be Michelle.
Pony is an orangutan from a prostitute village in Borneo.
Perfect. All right. So tell us about Pony.
All right, yeah. So the monkey's name is Pony.
Yeah.
Is it a monkey?
Orangutan. It's part of the great ape family. It's the gift that keeps on giving, man. God damn it, this is great. It's one of those things where, when am I ever going to get to use this, you know?
All right. All right. I want to cry.
What? I thought you were Michelle.
I am. Michelle's in bold.
No. You're look.
Fuck me.
Look, it says Vice.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
All right, start over. Here we go. I mean, you can leave all this shit. I don't give a fuck. Go.
All right.
You want to be Vice or do
tell-
you want to be Michelle?
I'm fucking Vice, man.
All right.
All right. So, tell us about Pony.
Pony is an orangutan from
You can't do it.
from a prostitute village in Borneo. We found her chained to a wall lying on a mattress. She had been shaved all over her body.
I want to cry.
If a man walked
Stop it.
Sorry.
This is serious business.
Serious reporting here.
if a man walked near her, she would turn herself around, present herself, and start gyrating and going through the motions. She was being used as a sex slave. She was probably about 6 or 7 years old when we rescued her, but she had been held captive by a madam for a long time. Love me love you long time. The madam refused to give up the animal because everyone loved Pony, and she was a big part of their income. They also thought Pony was lucky, as she would pick winning lottery numbers.
Did the clients realize they were in fact getting an orangutan?
Oh yeah. They would come in especially for it. You could choose a human if you preferred, but it was a novelty for many men to have sex with an orangutan. They shaved her every other day, which meant that her skin had all these pimples and was very irritated. The mosquitoes would get to her very badly, and the bite would become septic and be very infected, as she would scratch them constantly. They would put rings and necklaces on her. She was absolutely hideous to look at.
How did you get her away from there?
I pulled out my dick, and then she instinctively... It took us over a year to rescue her because every time we went to the forest, police and local officers, we would be overpowered by the villagers who simply would not give her up. They would threaten us with guns and knives with poison on them. In the end, it took 35 policemen armed with AK-47s and other weaponry going in there and demanding that they hand over Pony.
Pony, oddly enough, Pony was held in the police station for 2 months.
It was filmed by a local television crew, and in the background of the film, when we are unchaining Pony, you can hear the madam crying hysterically, screaming, "They are taking my baby, you can't do this." There is no law enforcement in Indonesia, so these people didn't face any sentencing or anything for what they have done. Read more articles about humans being terrible. An interview.
You don't have to read that part.
Okay.
I love the character. That's great.
I think that's Michelle's going to be making appearances in the future.
Yeah, I hope so. I'd love to have her back.
I was hoping you'd like to have my front.
Oh, fuck. So you got to put this article on the website so people can see this picture. It's a before and after picture of before she was shaved and after she was shaved. And I got to tell you, I wouldn't want to have sex with either one of them. Oh, my God.
This country is so full
Holy
of sick
shit.
fucking people.
It's not our country. Look at this is from fucking Borneo, man.
Borneo's not part of the U.S.?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, we're good then.
America is A-okay. We don't fuck monkeys in America.
All right. There's this article, real quick. This is from the local. I was gonna say I'm such a fucking idiot. I was gonna say the local internet, as if
This is from our local
the
internet.
Quad Cities is so powerful that we have our own internet.
Yep.
All right. Blah blah blah. So it says their names and whatever are charged with conspiracy to commit a felony, possession with intent to deliver, and a drug tax stamp violation. Police say on Tuesday, this person went to a post office and picked up a package addressed to them that smelled strongly of fresh marijuana. Officers followed him to his restaurant and found him in possession of 440 grams of marijuana. It was shipped by U.S. mail from
How
California.
much is that like in real life?
72
Sorry,
pounds.
didn't mean to interrupt you.
It was shipped by U.S. mail from California in a regular U.S. mail priority box. Said Bettendorf Police Captain Keith Kimball, who says the marijuana arrived already divided up into 16 individual bags ready for distribution. They admitted to having marijuana shipped to them, which they intended to sell to help pay for bills because money is tight. Shipping illegal drugs through the mail is a nationwide problem. The U.S. Postal Service reports its inspectors seized more than 35,000 pounds of illegal narcotics delivered through the mail in 2015.
Jeez.
So your first instinct is to ask a question. Who the fuck is dumb enough to do this, right? I know someone.
Yep.
Yes.
Seriously? Oh, that's amazing. It
no.
wasn't you, was it?
So real quick, I want to, because I have no idea how much 440 grams is. It could be 800 pounds. I don't know what that means.
In real life, I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's just shy of a pound. So 440 grams must be a pound of weed.
Oh,
So I was picturing like a,
that ain't that
them
much.
bringing this big fork truck up to the door and.
Oh God.
You got to be a stupid motherfucker to do this, and I'm sure people get away with it all the time. But
So did you know that there was a law, a drug tax stamp law?
I did, yeah. And I don't think you can buy them.
I didn't know. I think you can,
No,
can't you?
I don't think that you can go actually purchase a stamp to sell drugs or buy drugs, or whatever.
I think you can. I think there is a stamp, and you pay the tax, and
Then they arrest you for
they
selling
can't
drugs.
charge you for something if they don't. No, you're not admitting that you're selling drugs just because you buy the stamp, right? Look it up. Bing that shit.
I'm gonna ask Jeeves. Hold on.
All right.
I don't care. I guess. Yes.
Yes, I won that one. Okay.
Uh,
Anyways, go ahead. You
yeah,
know
it doesn't
somebody.
matter.
It doesn't.
Iowa law requires that tax stamp be permanently affixed to the drugs.
See, I told you could buy them. How are you going to affix them to your drugs if they arrest you before you get to affix them to your drugs? Oh my God, that's pretty fucking funny.
I'm trying to find out where
so
you can
were
buy
sending
a
drugs
tax
through the
stamp.
mail. Then what? Oh,
Oh, well. I'm not going to Google where to buy
Yeah,
a
it
drug
doesn't
tax stamp. All right. Yeah. So I just thought it was funny that these fucking dingbats got busted here locally for doing that. It probably happens quite a bit, but
You don't ever really hear about it, but yeah, people are dumb. Don't send your drugs through the mail, especially if it smells. Your package smells like marijuana. What else you got? You got anything else?
I don't think so. I think I'm done.
Done being funny for the day?
I think so. Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you again to Jay Swift.
Yeah.
I
If you
appreciate,
guys,
everything you do.
If you guys came here looking for comedy and didn't find it, follow him on Twitter. He's pretty funny.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya. Here's some Peter and Noreika with our theme song.
Everybody's gonna, oh 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 everybody's gonna find something out about you. Doesn't matter if any part of it's true. People talking cause they've nothing better to do. Bending words and spinning lies without a clue. Take it on back to them. I'm right, you're right. Everybody come along. Talk it on over and we'll find out who's wrong. I'm wrong, you're wrong. Everybody sing this song. Talk it on over and we'll find out who's right. Everybody's gonna, oh 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 everybody's gonna hear what you have to say. Stand up, defend yourself and let them know it's never okay. The truth is out there and you'll find it if you look right away. We grow stronger when we put our thoughts into play. Who does it matter to? I'm right, you're right. Everybody come along, talking on over and we'll find out who's wrong. I'm wrong, you're wrong. Everybody sing this song, talking on over and we'll find out who's right. Right and who's wrong, it doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, it doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, doesn't even matter, move along. Move along, I'm right, you're right. Everybody come along, talk it on over and we'll find out who's wrong. I'm wrong, you're wrong. Everybody sing this song, talk it on over and we'll find out who's right. Who is right and who is wrong, it doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, doesn't even matter, move along. Who is right and who is wrong, doesn't even matter, move along. Move along, move along.